What is going on, guys? Andrew Hayes here, back with another video. The Elimination Chamber preview and predictions. And as always, I am joined by...
Well, what's up, you guys? From Fandom 599 here again. Today we're going to be doing another preview and predictions, and it's going to be for Elimination Chamber.
Yes, we also have some fantasy booking because that's always fun.
Hell yeah.
And to start off right away, the first Elimination Chamber, a tag team Elimination Chamber for the inaugural Women's Tag Team Championship. In this match, you got Nia Jackson, Tamina, the Riot Squad, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, the Iconics, Peyton, Royce and Billy, Kay, Bailey and Sasha, and Naomi and Carmella. We are going to do a couple extra predictions for the Elimination Chamber. Namely, well, we'll get to it as last time. Let's say who we think is going to win for last. So for the extra ones, we are going to be predicting most eliminations. It was most eliminations, most time, and something else. Oh, and the elimination order.
Yes.
Was what we were going to predict. So let's start off with most eliminations. I think for this one, it's got to be Tamina and Nia Jax.
I agree.
That just makes the most sense to me. And I'll explain a little bit more later. I don't want to get right into it just now. But you're also going with Nia Jackson, Tamina, which is
yes, because I have a feeling they are good. It just makes, like you said, just makes the most sense out of everyone.
And I think we're going to agree on the next one. Most time in the match, probably going to be Bailey and Sasha.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it is confirmed that they are starting the match
with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
So I will explain this a little bit more soon. Okay, so for the elimination order, this is honestly, this is probably going to be correct, but this is just what makes the most sense to me. Probably first out will be the Riot Squad.
That's what I predicted too. I think the Riot Squad is going to be the first one out.
So Riot Squad is first. Probably because who cares? Honestly, the next two.
I think Naomi and Carmella are the next ones to go.
I don't know. I feel like, listen, I've said this numerous times. Never count out Naomi. I honestly, personally think. Oh man, I think it's either going to be Rose and Deville next or the Iconics, which sucks because
I think really because after Naomi and Carmella, I think the Iconics are going out.
Oh, so you're changing it from Naomi and
no. Here's how I'm doing it. The first one is the Riot Squad. Then it's going to be Naomi and Carmella that get out. Then it's going to be the Iconics. So that's how I'm going right now.
Okay, I'm going Carmella. Then Iconics.
And then I think
I'm gonna go with Rose and Deville.
Yeah, that's who's going out next.
Deville, because I know they want to build them up a little bit, but you know what? Fuck it. I think the Iconics are going out next. I think I'm gonna go with Iconics, then Naomi and Carmella.
And then I think the last team that will be eliminated will be Sasha and Bailey.
All right. Let me just start this all over because I fucked up. All right, so I'll go. This is what I'm going to say what I'm going with, and then I'm just going to have you repeat. Okay, I'm going with Riot Squad out first, then the Iconics, then Naomi / Carmella. Then I'm going with Rose and Deville.
Okay.
Then Bailey and Sasha.
All right.
Which means I think Jax and Tamina are winning.
Pretty much this is I'm in kind of the same route. I think it's gonna be the Riot Squad first, then it's gonna be Naomi and Carmella. Then I think it's gonna be the Iconics. Then I think it's gonna be Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and then the last eliminate will be Sasha Banks and Bayley. And I think Nia Jax and Tamina are gonna win the tag team titles.
And I'll explain a little bit why. Just let me finish. You could say why I just.
I think the reason it just. I think they really want to build this because what I think they want to do for Mania is they want Sasha and Bayley to win them at Mania. So that's why I think this is happening, to be honest. But really, and plus, they've been building this team up as like a dominating force and whatever, so it just makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. They, for some reason, fucking Nia Jax injuring fucking many people works out in her favor because now she's getting this huge push. She's been kind of being built up a lot lately as the heel. And I thought about it. I hate Nia Jax. And some could say that's that's what they want you to do. They want you to hate her. But like, here's the thing. I hate her for not because she's a good heel. I would respect her if she was a good heel. I would actually like her if she was a good heel. But because just me, like like. Okay, so Ciampa, he's a heel. He's a great heel, probably the best heel in the company. I'm going to cheer Ciampa because I like Ciampa. And I like Ciampa because he's a great heel and he's great at what he does. So I'm never going to, when it comes to wrestling, I'm never going to boo anyone that I like. I'm always going to cheer for the people that I like. And if you're a good heel, I probably will like you. Nia Jax just isn't a good heel. She's just bad. And WWE realizes that people hate her because she's terrible. And they're capitalizing on that, which good for WWE. All of Nia Jax's like success right now, it's not because of her. And I think I agree with you. What they want to do is to have Bayley and Sasha win it at Mania. Because why not? I mean, the only two people that could win are Bayley and Sasha and Tamina and Jax. Those are the only two people I realistically see winning. And I think what WWE wants to do is have Nia Jax and Tamina win because why not?
Why the hell not?
Because they want to capitalize on the heat Jax has and Tamina has. And so Bayley and Sasha could have that big moment at WrestleMania. So pretty much we're agreeing on everything when it comes to this match. Other than, honestly,
I'm a bit worried about this match, to be honest.
Oh, so am I, and I'll tell you why.
Because the last time they did a tag team elimination chamber match, it was a fucking mess.
Oh, yeah, and no disrespect to the women, but not many of these people have been in an elimination chamber match before. Actually, last year's women elimination chamber match was good, so
yeah,
like that's like really awesome. But like, listen, Jax and Tamina are terrible. The Iconics, I love them, but they're not the best wrestlers in the world. Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan, I like them too, but again, not the best wrestlers in the world. I could see the Iconics getting very flustered in this match type because this is really the first time they've been. Most of them have been in this match type, so I could just see it being a mess because of that. Hopefully it's not. I'm hoping for the best because it is the first ever women's tag champion match. So I hope it's good, but who knows? But yeah, we're in agreement on everything except for the elimination order, which literally I have the Iconics going out second and Naomi and Carmella going out third, and you just have that switched.
Yes.
Who knows? I mean, this probably won't be the way that it happens. because of what happened. And the reason I say that is because of what happened with the Rumble. Like I remember in the Rumble we had for the Final Four, we had similar ones, but they were different. But yeah. Anything else to say about this match?
Not really. I'm excited, but also worried at the same time because, like I said before, the last time they decided to do a tag team elimination chamber match, it was kind of a clusterfuck. So I hope this is not like that. Hopefully, it's a lot better than that one. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, on to the next match, which is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship: The Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Usos. I don't know. This one could go either way.
Yeah, this one's kind of tricky, to be honest.
I think that it's going to end with Miz and Shane at Mania. If you want my personal opinion, I think Miz and Shane retain it. Then next month at Fastlane, they'll probably drop it, or they'll drop it sometime before Mania, or maybe not even drop it at all. But I'm going with Miz and Shane.
I'll go with Miz and Shane as well.
I mean, this match is probably going to be good. I mean, I was really surprised by the match at the Rumble. I mean, I just was not excited for that match, and it
was actually a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. I mean, and I think this one might be a lot of fun.
Brett's still fucking surprises the shit out of me.
Yeah, no, I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely has the potential to be.
Yeah.
So, anything else to say about this match?
Nothing really, but I am looking forward to it because this could actually be a really fun match. But I am going for the Miz and Shane McMahon.
Okay, the next match here is the men's elimination chamber, but let's save that one for last, just because.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about everything in the beginning because I know.
Yeah.
All right, Murphy versus Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship. I really got nothing to say.
I love 205 Live. I could give less of a shit about this match, to be honest.
Yeah, Murphy is gonna. It's probably gonna be a fine match, but it's gonna go to Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, I think Buddy Murphy's gonna retain.
Yeah, I got really nothing to say. On to the next match. Unless you have something else to say, I'm sorry.
Nothing really much to say, but I do hope Buddy Murphy retains the title because I actually do want him to be the Cruiserweight champion walking into Mania.
Okay, on to the next match. Again, another match I don't really have much to talk about because it's just really predictable. Ronda Rousey versus
Ronda Rousey's winning.
Yeah.
Do we even need to announce her opponent? Because we already know who's winning.
Yeah. Ruby Riott. I think this could be a really good match. I really do like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fun fact: when I went to Philly last year for the Royal Rumble, the day that we got there, we were eating at this place, and we ate at that place because we heard a bunch of NXT people were there. Ricochet was there, and so was the War Raiders. But we were online, and we walked in, and I turned to my right, and sitting there is Ruby Riott, and we made eye contact, and she was eating a burger. So
you never told me this story. What the fuck?
I thought I did. But I made eye contact with Ruby Riott while she had a mouthful of a hamburger.
That's a beautiful sight to see.
Yeah. Rousey's gonna win. I'm sure this is gonna be a fine match.
Yeah, Rousey's gonna win, but I do think it will be. I do think it could be a really good match because lately a lot of Ronda's matches at these pay-per-views have been really great. So
yes, and okay, next match for the Intercontinental title: Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush versus Finn Balor.
I actually don't know who to go with, to be honest.
Neither do I. I want to say Finn, but again, I don't know because they like Bobby Lashley for some reason.
And plus, this is a 2-on-1 handicap match, and they might find some shady way.
But the reason, on the flip side, I could see Balor pinning Rush for the title.
Yes.
To make Lashley remain strong.
I'll pull a fast one. I'll say Finn Balor, honestly.
I'm thinking of Finn Balor, too.
Honestly, I'll pull a fast one. I'll say Finn Balor's winning this.
I'm going for it with Finn too. I don't know. Just my gut's telling me. I think that he will be, if he wins, he's going to be a rush.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance Lashley retains, so I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he retains, but I'll just go with Balor. I just have just a slight feeling.
Yes. All right. Next match. A match I really don't give a shit about. Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin.
Why the fuck is this matchup happening again? Braun Strowman's winning.
Yeah, sure. A Strowman. I don't care about this match. So
I don't either.
So on to the men's elimination chamber match. All right, so in that match is Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, and a last-minute replacement for Mustafa Ali, Kofi Kingston.
Yes.
Do we know who's starting? I don't think we know who's starting.
Okay, we don't know who's starting, but we know Randy Orton's the last one to come out.
So we know that he won't have the most time.
Yes.
I think it's either Styles or Kofi.
I'm going to go with Styles.
I'm going with Styles too. The reason I say Kofi because he lasted really long in that gauntlet match.
Yeah, that motherfucker. He wrestled for 40+ minutes.
Yeah, like Seth Rollins did last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so most eliminations, I'm going with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, it seems the most plausible out of everyone, to be honest.
It's either Samoa Joe or AJ, but I'm going with Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I'll go with Samoa Joe as well.
All right, now for the elimination order. I hate to say it, but I think Hardy's the first one out.
God damn it, fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
I'm being serious. I don't know, I just...
Yeah, but no, this is the thing I'm dreading the most. Like, I'm like, Hardy's in this, but I know I don't want him to be the first one eliminated.
I'll tell you who. It's either Hardy is the first one gone, or Kofi. And I after last night, I really don't see Kofi being the first one gone.
And you want to know something? You want to know what I predict? And I was telling Andrew about this because in the video that I did about like how I would book Finn Balor, I said that Randy Orton would be the first one eliminated because to build him versus Styles, but it seems that's not going to happen now because Orton's the last one to come out.
I mean, in all fairness, everybody could be still there when Orton's. By the time Orton gets eliminated, so there's a very good.
Well, then again, John Cena did come out as the last entrant, and he was eliminated pretty fastly. So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hate to say it too, I think. God damn it!
I think Hardy.
This really
I think Hardy's going to give a great showing. He's going to do like some gnarly shit.
Trust me, this breaks my heart more to say than it should, but unfortunately, I think Hardy's going to be the first one to go.
Because there's honestly, I don't know, I don't really think Kofi's winning. I know people are like, oh my god, Kofi's going to win or whatnot, but I don't see Kofi winning, at least not now.
Yeah.
I think now they should build towards him winning, give him the Money in the Bank contract, but I just don't see Kofi Kingston winning. With that being said,
the next person I see going is I was going to say Randy. I think Orton's going to go next. And then I think the next person that will go out, I hate to say it, but I think Samoa Joe's going out next.
This is where I disagree with you. Maybe I don't know.
Because they're really building Kofi up. They're really building Kofi up.
I'm going to be 1,000% honest. If Mustafa Ali were in this match, then I'd say Joe would go out pretty quickly. But, and this is a big but, he is no longer in this match. Unless they're still building towards Joe and Mustafa, but I honestly think Mustafa versus Almas for the U.S. title is happening at Mania. I think Samoa Joe has a very good shot at winning this.
Okay.
If they want to pull a fast one over us. But I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
I don't think Joe. I think Kingston's the next one gone.
Okay. I think And then I think Kofi's going to go in.
Then
I think Styles is going to be the last one eliminated.
All right, so I'm going and then I'm going with Joe and then Styles.
All right, because I think Bryan's going to be the champion going into Mania.
Yeah, I mean, I think the dark horse. I don't think they're giving it to Styles again. I know it's gonna hurt you to say this. I don't think they're giving it to Hardy.
That's who I have as the dark horse going into this, to be honest, just for personal reasonings. But I get your point though.
I don't think they're giving it to Orton, and I actually had two dark horses. I think either there's a good chance. Honestly, I don't know. Like as much as I don't think Kingston's gonna win it, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Kingston won it.
Yeah, because my two dark horses in this are Hardy and Kingston, to be honest.
My two dark horses are Joe and Kingston, but I ultimately do think Daniel Bryan will win.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Bryan's like winning this.
Maybe we get Bryan versus Kofi at Mania. Who knows?
I'd be down for that. I would definitely be down for that.
All right. So that's it for the main card.
Now, I think
we do have fantasy booking.
Yes.
We did do both women's and men's, unless you didn't do men. Well, I did both.
I only had the men's because the women's I was fine with, to be honest.
Okay. So I actually have one women's and two men's. So I'll start off.
Okay.
With the women's, I'll do the women's, and then I'll do my one men's. Or do you think I should just do both of my men's? Or I'll do my
men's. I don't care.
I'll do my women's, you'll do your men's, and then I'll do both my men's.
Okay.
All right, so my women's, I actually didn't change their participants at all. I mean, not that they're perfect the way they are, just like who else is there, you know?
Yeah.
Alicia Fox and Nikki Cross, oh boy.
That was the most random fucking team I could have, well, oh my God.
All right, so this is the order I have them coming out.
Okay.
I actually do have Rosen DeVille and Bayley and Sasha starting it. They also will be starting in the real life one. I think that's actually like perfect. I think those are the two teams that should start it. Coming out third is the Riot Squad. Coming out fourth is Naomi and Carmella. Coming out sixth is Jax and Tamina.
Okay.
I think that they should be the sixth one because they're not the most. They just don't have the most stamina, so they should not be the people that are in there for a long time. Okay, so getting eliminated first is actually the Riot Squad, so I do think that should happen. Nothing against them, it's just that they're the least built-up team. Second is Naomi and Carmella. Again, just not a built-up team. I think Mandy Rose should eliminate Naomi because they have their little thing going on. Third is Rosen DeVille because, again, just this is my fucking booking, so fuck you. I'm just kidding. No, Rosen DeVille, I like them, but again, like they're just not there yet for me. I think they both have more potential as single stars than they do as a team. Fourth out is Nia Jax and Tamina. I think that what would happen is Nia or the Iconics and Bayley and Sasha both team up on them and get rid of them. So then eliminated is Bayley and Sasha, meaning the Iconics win. I mean, I think the Iconics are the best team. Yes, Bayley and Sasha are probably better wrestlers than them. But listen, I think just as a team and as a tandem and who would make the best champions for me, and this isn't even me being biased, it's just the Iconics. They're fantastic together. And I think they would just make great champions. So that's it. Now time for your men's. What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said, what'd you say?
Oh, nothing. I'm just trying to watch back on my video to see who I had coming in out of the pods first for the championship match. So I because I forgot.
Okay, so you can do your men's.
All right, hold on one sec.
But yeah, no, honestly, very different from how what I want to happen, what I think it to happen is very, very different.
Oh yeah, for same. Now may I Matt, now keep this in mind when I'm talking about the WWE Championship one. When I talked about this in my video, this is when I wanted Finn Balor to win the Royal Rumble and go on to SmackDown. So keep this in mind when I'm talking about this.
Okay, I mean, this is what you want to happen, not what you think is going to happen.
Yes.
So this could be, fuck it. It could be fucking whoever the fuck you want. It could be fucking Shawn Michaels in this match if you fucking want.
Yeah. So now the champion. Now here's what's the funniest thing about this whole thing. All the people I predicted that was going to be in this Elimination Chamber match were originally all the participants in this chamber matchup. So I just find it hilarious. So here we go. So the two people that I had starting off the matchup were Orton and Mustafa Ali. Those were the first two that were going to start off the matchup. Then Hardy would come out of his pod next. The three of them would fight. Then Styles would come out of his pod. Then they would fight. Then Joe would come out of his pod. Then Brian would be the last guy to come out. So I would have no eliminations at first until all 6 members come in the matchup. So now all 6 members are fighting. Now, like what I was talking about earlier, I have Orton being eliminated first. Who eliminates him? Styles. He gets a quick roll up on him, and Orton is eliminated. Now Orton is frustrated about that. He attacks Styles, and Styles gets an RKO, and that builds towards their WrestleMania feud that they're having, because I still hear rumors about them having a feud at WrestleMania apparently. So that's how that would happen. Joe would take the bait and would cover Styles, and Styles will be eliminated next. So then we are down to the final 4. So Joe would be the next one eliminated, because not only does he get hit with a swanton from the top of the chamber pod, he also gets hit with the 504 from the top of the pod, and that's how he gets eliminated. And Mustafa goes for the pin on him. Take out basically the big strong muscle. Basically, makes Joe look strong, makes it seem like he has to take a lot of force to get him eliminated. So then we're down to the final 3, which is Ali, Hardy, and Bryan. So then I would actually let this go on for a little bit. Let it be a nice little triple threat matchup between the 3. Then when Mustafa gets caught, Bryan hits him with the running knee, and that's how he's eliminated. It's down to Hardy and Bryan as the final 2. So then we see, they fight for a little bit, and Bryan's going to go for the running knee, but Hardy catches him, and then Hardy does the twist of fate, goes for a swanton, 1, 2, 3. Hardy's the champion. That Mania, him versus Balor for the WWE Championship. So that's how I had it for my predictions.
All right. So
and I actually did have another Elimination Chamber matchup.
Oh, okay, you can go right ahead.
Now Brock would never fucking do this, but I did have an Elimination Chamber for the Universal title.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, since Balor won the Rumble, Seth is in this chamber matchup. So it's Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley versus Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the Universal Championship. So, okay, listen. I couldn't think of anybody because Braun Strowman got cost of his qualifying matchup, so I needed to think of someone.
Make a fucking EC3. I don't know what to tell you.
Fine, Bobby Lashley's out and we put in Elias. How about that?
Put in air. Oh, yeah, see?
Hey, there. We'll take out Bobby Lashley and we'll put in Elias. So that is my chamber matchup. Now, the first 2 that do start off this matchup is Ziggler and Brock Lesnar. Ziggler gets the shit beat out of him and he gets eliminated pretty quickly. Now the next person to come out is Seth Rollins, actually. So they fight for a little bit. Then the next person to come out is Elias. And, Elias just stays out of this fight. Elias is just kind of hanging around. He's just waiting for his opportunity. He tries to go after Brock Lesnar. He fucking fails. But he doesn't get eliminated just yet. Then the next person to come out will be Dean Ambrose. So they're all fighting for a little bit. Dean, they're getting in the punches. Then Drew McIntyre comes out. And McIntyre just starts laying fucking waste to everybody. Sorry, Andrew, but your boy Elias gets eliminated next. He gets hit with the Claymore kick from McIntyre, and he's eliminated. So now we're down to 4. Then McIntyre hits a Claymore kick on Ambrose, And that's how he's eliminated. So now we're down to 3. We're down to McIntyre, Lesnar, and Rollins. And, they have a nice battle between the 3. I'd actually have Brock Lesnar get eliminated next. And now we're down to 2. We're down to McIntyre and Rollins. Now we're guaranteed a new Universal Champion. And I would actually have McIntyre win the Chamber matchup and become the Universal Champion.
Okay.
And that's how, and they would build, and the match between, at Mania would be a triple threat match between him, Rollins, and Lesnar, and that's how Rollins wins the title at Mania, so.
Okay. All right, I actually am making the 3rd one right now. Yeah, just cause.
Okay. But I figured I would give the Universal title an Elimination Chamber matchup, and that's honestly the first thing that came to mind.
Okay. So my first one is with the competitors as they are, and how I would book them with the competitors that are there.
Mm-hmm.
So coming out first is Styles. Coming out second is Daniel Bryan. 3rd is Kofi Kingston. 4th is Joe. 5th is Hardy. 6th is Orton. So I actually keep Orton last. I actually really like that. The first one gone is Randy Orton.
Okay.
Like, see ya, goodbye. Second is Jeff Hardy. Sorry, but
I'd rather the world's smallest violin.
3rd is Kofi. Valiant effort by Kofi, but see you later. 4th is actually Daniel Bryan. And then I would have Joe winning.
Nice. Okay. Nice. I'm not arguing that shit.
My second, as if with competitors on SmackDown Live, with how they are. Now, keep in mind, I had this as if Mustafa was going to get hurt anyway.
Okay.
Because why not?
Why not?
Just because I felt like putting Jeff Hardy in there and not Mustafa.
Well, I appreciate that.
But because honestly, anyway, you swap out Hardy and Mustafa, nothing would change for me. Okay, but first is Styles, second is Daniel Bryan, 3rd is Almas, 4th is Mysterio, 5th is Hardy, 6th is Samoa Joe.
Okay.
First gone is Mysterio, second gone is Hardy.
Okay.
3rd is Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
4th is Joe. 5th is Styles, and Andrade Cien almost wins.
Hell yes.
Now, my first one. Now, keep in mind, this is completely fantasy booking. Emphasis on fantasy.
Yes, emphasis.
Emphasis on fantasy.
Emphasis.
Now, in this world, in this fantasy of mine, Brock Lesnar is stripped of the Universal title.
Okay.
And there is an Elimination Chamber to find out the new winner. So first coming out is Finn Balor. Okay. Second, starting the match with him is Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
3rd is Scott Steiner.
Yes! Yes!
4th is EC3 because we need to build them up. 5th is Elias, and 6th is Eric Bugenhagen.
Who's Eric Bugenhagen?
Watch NXT and you'll find out he's the greatest fucking thing in the world.
Oh my god, is that the guy that does the fucking air guitar?
Yes, he's fucking fantastic.
Oh man, my next NXT champion, okay?
Alright, so... Alright. So first out is Eric Bugenhagen, because...
God damn it.
It hurts me to say, but Eric Bugenhagen, see you later.
I was really hoping you become the Universal Champion, play air guitar with it.
Second is EC3.
Okay.
3rd is Drew McIntyre.
Please tell me this is going the route it's going.
4th is Finn.
Please tell me.
The 5th person eliminated is Elias.
Yes! Holler if you hear me!
That's Steiner's the new Universal Champion.
If you hear me! Yes!
Alright, so...
you see, the 2%!
Alright.
Becoming the Universal Champion!
So on that note, we are done.
I would legit fucking scream, and it would be the greatest day of my life.
Yes. On that note, we are done here. See you guys next week.
Andrew, I'm being 100% for real. This is the greatest thing you have ever come up with.
And I came up with it in 2.5 seconds.
Yes.
But
we need Eric. And you know who needs to fight Scott Steiner for the Universal title at WrestleMania? Eric
Bugenhagen.
Yes.
Or Hulk Hogan in loser actually gets murdered match. But that is it for today. Please join us next week for our review
for Elimination
Chamber. That should be sometime Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever fuck we feel like.
But anyways,
anything you got to say?
I just got to say one thing. Andrew is the greatest fucking human being alive, and growing out his hair was the best thing he has ever decided on.
I agree.
And also making Steiner the Universal Champion. Now, anyways, thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it. I always appreciate you all watching these predictions. I have a lot of fun doing them. So, thank you. You can find me on my YouTube channel, FilmVandal599, and we will see you out later. Peace.
You can please comment, like, subscribe, do all that kind of fun stuff. Until next time, guys. Holler! If you hear me.
New Universal Champion!